welcome to anybody in the stream. This is going to be a Nations Cup race number 8. The last one was called Got Gas. This one is called Got Tires? Question mark. The reason why I say that is because, well, you know, tires are a real big deal. Like a really, really, really big deal in this one. Anyways, we are in with Pika Plum. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, this is a really high lobby. Oh god! Hope I don't die. Smile. So, yeah, points on offer. 240. Oh god. Well, like I said, hope I don't die. Alright, so here we are in qualifying. Hope I don't get absolutely destroyed. Also, this will probably be in post. Alright, so here we go. This one is going to be me talking about qualifying, as you'll see on screen right now. So, qualifying. How should I say this lightly? It wasn't terrible. As you can see on screen, currently I am in the Zavani Nismo GTR from 2008 going around Catalonia. And of course, as you can hear, the microphone quality is a lot better because of the fact that it is in post. I'm finally doing this. I did this for the last video I did for GT Sport, so I'm going to try and do it a lot more. But, as you can see on screen, qualifying is currently going on. I'm going to skip ahead so you can see the fastest lap that I ended up getting. Alright, so here we are at the fastest lap I ended up getting. Now, it wasn't too fast. I believe it was somewhere in the 135s, but as you can see, I'm trying to be like in the 80-mile-an-hour range. I was a little bit too fast. You see, I sort of blew it up a little bit on the corner entry. But I shift up to 4 early because I want to try and keep traction in. I know it's better to go in a lower gear, but for some reason, this car was actually better to be in a higher gear. As you saw the dude in front basically boop away because of the fact that he had a half-second penalty. If you don't know, in this game, having a penalty in an FIA race is basically detrimental, especially if you're going for a qualifying lap, because it'll basically stop you at the line the next lap, and the lap you're currently on with the penalty means that you just won't be able to get the lap in because it'll say it's invalid. Anyways, I'm currently proceeding. This is a bit of a slower lap. I know it's like about a 130. I think it was like a 135.5 or 135.6 on this one. The lobby was kind of stacked, as you saw at the beginning of the lobby. Like the first top 7 were an A+, and again at this point I was at 44,000 DR. So yeah, suffice to say it was quite, and I mean quite the strong little group we were in. But yeah, that's the qualifying lap, and I will see you in the race. What a hell of a start. That was insane. Also, hope I don't get punted. Oh, gosh. No, I haven't been in a racing situation with this tune
So hopefully I don't get absolutely destroyed. Oh, there's some fighting in the background.
Alright. So here we are. Welcome to post commentary on this race. Now, this race, like I said, is brutal. Soft and medium were given. Softs were, of course, the tire of choice. The cars of choice were either the Zavani Nismo 2008, the Motul 2016 Nismo, or you could go with the Lexus RCF, or, the SC80. No one used the NSX, luckily, but it was me and some other person who were using the good old Zavani Nismo 08. Well, you can see on the screen, please no tire dye Punterino Jimmer. Sorry for the meme. But it was a fun race. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Again, I'm just showing just a regular lap, just without anything in the way, because later on I do get into some battles with PSRT Pika Plum or Plaka Plum, and also with I believe we'll be coming up to him very shortly. I can't remember the name, but we will catch up to him. So yeah, see you when I get there. Alright, so we fast forwarded to lap number 6, and we had a little battle with Ryan Stagen over here. The main reason why is because I caught up, and then, we didn't really fight per se. It was more that he got loose, and I ended up catching up to him, getting the slipstream. He ended up breaking away later on, but for the most part, this was one of, like I said, 3 battles that I ended up partaking in this race. And like I said, it was insane. Again, 240 points were on the line for first place. I was never getting first place, but it was still nice to see, like, that number. I've never seen that number, like a genuine race that I was doing in first split. Usually, funny little story, I had a race where I ended up having 202 points as the top, but that was at Willow Springs Streets of Willow on the last split at almost 2 o'clock in the morning on one of the race splits. So, yeah, that wasn't fun. I ended up finishing 20th, but regardless of the fact, it was quite the battle, per se. But also, as you can see in the back, simply amazing, all amazing, was the next target. So we're gonna actually catch up, and we'll see that little battle in just a little second. All right, so as we come to the line for lap number 8, I let Simply go, mostly because of the fact that I knew he was just balling it and blazing it. So yeah, we do have a little bit of a battle with Simply Amazing through corner number 2 and corner number 3. I sort of just follow him until I go into pit, because, like I said, it's just a very difficult car to get used to. Again, tuning is a thing. It's very difficult to get the tuning. I ended up using the tune that was, I believe, from, what's his name? Quartz NA, which was provided to Mr. MCA, which I ended up using on the Snivani Nismo. And yeah, it's not terrible. It's just, again, very twitchy if you get on the power too roughly. And again, this tune was built in mind with using a wheel. I personally don't use a wheel. I use a normal PlayStation 5 controller that is provided with the console. So, suffice to say, it was very difficult to try and keep my, throttle control in line. But, yeah, like I said, we had a little bit of a battle, but we're going to skip straight over to the pit stop, so see you there.
Okay. We are going into pit. I felt good on that stint. Switching straight back to softs. I don't know. I thought it was fine. I suck in slipstream. That's all I can really say. And, I'm just going to get back into focusing. So, let's crack on, my friends. Let's crack on.
Welcome back to Post, my friends. We are here again on lap number 10, and a new player enters the picture. As you saw on the thumbnail, it's Tires and Plums, oh my. And lo and behold, our friend PSRT Plakaplum, excuse me, no voice crack, Plakaplum comes into the fray. let's just say we had quite the battle in the last 3 laps. I believe simply All Amazing comes by later on, but to be perfectly honest, like I said, the battle with him was over. Ryan, I had a little bit of a battle with, but Plaka Plum it was just good. So let's just get to the juicy parts. All right, so here we are at the first turn of lap 11, and yeah, just gonna say, like I said, simply All Amazing was behind me, but I was more focused on Plum in front of me. I didn't want to really pass him. I sort of just wanted to keep my distance and, just ride in the slipstream. But All Amazing does a little bit of a dive, a little bit of a push, I would say. But, stuff happens. Okay, that's fine. He gets a little bit loose, but we're gonna forward it a little bit again to when me and Plum decide to duke it out a little bit. Now, unfortunately, due to cutting the corner at the end of lap 11, I did end up receiving a half-second penalty. It sort of brought All Amazing back into the fray, and let's just say I thought of this move after the fact, and it was kind of there, and it kind of wasn't. Like, he made his move, he left his mark, he was way behind, honestly. But he took the dive, I let him go. Like, it was just, I don't know. I don't think it was too dirty. What do you guys think? I don't think it was dirty. It was just, kind of pushy, I would say. And it sort of, not set the tone because he broke away later on, but it was just like, bleh, I guess. Alright, let's move on to Plaka. Now, this is where the moment on lap 14 where me and Plaka sort of, started our battle. Because, he was trying to get by. Unfortunately, he couldn't, so he backed off. I probably should have backed off and stayed in the slipstream. Then again, I probably could have lost it to Mopar. But, I mean, Mopar was somewhat far behind. I think later on I found out they were like almost 2 to 3 seconds behind. But maybe I could have let Plaka go. Maybe I could have used the slipstream. I probably would have been behind. But as you'll see later on, we both do make mistakes. But, so be it. And of course, on lap 15, he does get the slipstream. Or they get the slipstream. They do end up proceeding by. And yeah. That's all I really have to say about that one. So we'll skip to lap 16 real quick. Before I skip to lap 16, there was a little moment. Unfortunately, Plaka let a little bit deep, and I was able to proceed on the side, and thankfully he gave me the space later on, and I proceeded into 8th. But unfortunately for a little bit, as you'll unfortunately see, I do end up, I believe, yielding the position later on, because I end up making a mistake. I believe it's later on, or I think he just...
Huge! 8th place, huge!
Foreshadowing. And of course, you can see, towards the second hairpin, he was able to catch me off guard. And unfortunately, that was mostly the end of the race. Alright, so here we are for the final lap.
I don't think I'm going to catch him, but
I'm just going to leave it rolling, because, I like leaving it rolling towards the final lap. But, summary of this race. If you did it, please leave a comment. What did you think of it? It had tuning. It was Group 2. The cars felt okay, but the tire wear was kind of, out there. It was not required to make a pit stop, which was kind of shocking, to say the least. It was not required to make a pit stop, so I was glad for that. But the unfortunate part is later on in the race, I sort of dropped off, and as you can see with Plaka Plum, I sort of dropped off, and I was dropping off to, I believe it was Cosmo Kazi behind me. So it was very, very rough in the way of things that I could have possibly lost it. I could have not possibly lost it. But, like I said, I did not, unfortunately, secure the 8th place. I will take the 9th place. And, spoiler alert, that was enough for 160 points. Which, 160 points in this type of lobby, like I said, a sort of 240-point lobby, I'll take. Like I said, I wasn't doing it anymore. And, luckily enough, the next split would have included PX
Just couldn't catch him in the end, but you know what? I'll gladly take 9th in a race that I had no business finishing above probably 13th. A lot of A+. You know what? I'll take it. I almost had him off of one mistake. I made the same mistake, but you know what? I will gladly take the 9th.
Alright, so with that out of the way, like I said,
Ugh.
I got 9th. Tuning
Never
sucks.
doing that again.
I will still stand by that
Tuning
statement. But,
sucks.
yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
say.
really about all I really have to say. So again, if you did enjoy this video, you can of course leave a like, subscribe. Thank you very, very much for watching and listening to my post-commentary rambles. See 9th place. See 160 points. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye!